Mm. Oh my God. Mm. Guess what? I'm just watching the news. The teacher's been stabbed in the classroom. Can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm having my dinner. Yeah, I know I should stop watching the news, man, because it stresses me out while I'm eating. And talking of students, I'm just here marking my students' coursework. What a load of rubbish. I didn't teach them that. What's wrong with these students? Why don't they just listen to me? Yeah, teacher stabbed to death, man. Can't believe it. In the classroom. We're just following them Americans, man. Yeah, anyway. So what are you saying? What's he doing now? I told you got to get rid of him. I told you that already. Told you. All he's doing is stressing you out. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway. Mm. Mm. So, as you can see, I was shoving my food down. That's how I used to eat several months ago. I'm still worn out through eating all of that so quickly. What I was doing, I was eating, I was talking on the phone, I was watching the news, bad news as usual, and I was marking my students' coursework. Multitasking. So what's happening is the food cannot be digested properly. I was actually in the stress response there, trying to eat my food. Now what I've learned is that when we're in the stress response, our food cannot be digested. So it's like being pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. So you're either digesting your food or you're not digesting your food. And my food was not digesting there. And that's how I've eaten throughout all of my adult life. Now, what's happening when I'm shoving it all in and listening to stressful news, trying to mark my students' coursework and talk to my friend on the phone as well, is that I'm in the stress response. So, in the stress response, I'm in fight or flight mode, um, and what's happening is there's a reduction in the nutrients that can be absorbed. There's an increase in the amount of nutrients that's coming out of my body. There's an increase in my blood cholesterol and the serum triglycerides, and there's also an increase in salt retention, cortisol and insulin resistance, and of course increase in inflammation. So in my gut, the gut flora is actually decreased. There's decreased gastric emptying time, decreased kidney function, and decreased muscle mass. Now all of that I've learned is not good for the body at all, because I'm not actually metabolizing wonderful food that I'm eating. Now, my project is based on women and food, and of course, it's also linked in with stress and metabolism as well. And I forgot to say, introduce myself. I'm Karen Thorne, and so what I would like to do now is just to read you a quote from one of my reference lists. It's Janine Roth, Women, Food and God. And what she says is that when you believe without knowing, you believe that you are damaged at your core, you also believe that you need to hide that damage for anyone to love you. You walk around ashamed of being yourself. You try hard to make up for the way you look, walk, feel. Decisions are agonizing because if you, the person who makes the decision, is damaged, then how can you trust what you decide? You doubt your own impulses, so you become masterful at looking outside yourself for comfort. You become an expert at finding experts and programs. Now, looking outside of myself for comfort. That is what I have always done. I have turned to food. Before I took this program, I would just eating food all the time. I'd walk around with food, shove food in all the time, but not now. Now, some other references for you is John Gabriel. I have done John Gabriel's 6-month weight loss program, and in particular I find his visualizations very, very important. I've used the work of Bruce Lipton, The Biology of Belief. I love Bruce Lipton's work, and that's where it links in with John Gabriel's visualization, because Bruce Lipton says that our thoughts control our cells. So having negative thoughts, and especially whilst I'm eating, is going to have an impact on my cells and make me ill. I've also, because trauma can get trapped in the cells and remain there for decades, I have had cellular release therapy to free me of those traumas. And also another reference for my project is that of Margaret Fletcher, who is a dietitian and founder of the Centre for Mindful Eating. Her work's great. She really does slow it all down. She works a lot with diabetes patients. And of course, Mark David's work, and in particular the Slow Down diet. Now, just going back to what I was saying about the quote I read out, you become expert at finding experts and programs. This is what leapt out at me, because my son says, well, that I have trawled the internet to find an expert who will back up my thoughts and feelings about myself, my size and my body. And yes, I have done that, but he feels that I shouldn't be the size that I am, because he wants his old mum back, who's slim, muscly, fitness trainer for many, many years, and he won't accept me for the size that I am now. So that we agreed to disagree over the expert at finding expert programs, because yes, I found these expert programs and they've helped me come to terms with and understand who I am now as myself and as an eater. So what I'd like to do now is to show you how I eat now, which is totally different from before. I offer up a prayer of gratitude, which says, I offer up my heartfelt gratitude for this food and this day which you have provided. Thank you for the farmers who created it and the cook who prepared it. I ask that you remove any pain or negativity from this food. I ask that this food be filled with healing energy and love. Let me absorb what I need to and easily let go of the rest. And then I take a deep breath in, and I listen to John Gabriel's visualization for total digestion.
It enters your digestive tract, and it enters your mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, your small intestine, and your large intestine. From one end to the other, that ocean of bright white vitality energy is entering your digestive tract, and it's purifying your digestion. It's cleaning out any toxins, and it's purifying your digestive tract. And you've got this ball of white light that's spinning around your navel, and I'd like you to imagine that all the excess weight in your body just dissolves into this energy. It becomes an energy itself.
That tastes absolutely delicious. I can now taste my food. And the visualization helps my body absorb all the nutrients. And so that's how I eat now. So I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to end by telling you about Buddhist monk
Full digestive
Thich
tract.
Nhat Hanh, who says he takes 1 hour to savour a cup of tea. So I'll see you in an hour. Bye for now.
And get sucked